Lesson 11.3 is interpreting dot plots and histograms, which are sometimes called bar charts. So this here is obviously called a dot plot because it's got dots plotted. And this is a teacher putting all her students' quiz scores up on the dot plot. So every dot you see is a different student's score. And we've got multiple questions here. Part A says, what was the highest score? These are all the scores or the points down here. Nobody got 100. I see somebody got a 95, so that would be the highest score. How many students took the quiz? You would just count up all the dots. So there's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And then what was the most common quiz score, or the mode is what that's called, the one with the most points, so a 60. Ooh, that's not good. What was the range of the quiz scores? A range is just taking the max score minus the min score. So the highest somebody scored was 95, minus the lowest was 60, and that makes a range of 35. What was the median? Median is the middle number once scores are arranged from least to greatest, which these are. You got a couple different things you could do. You could literally write out all the numbers, but it would take a while. You could write 60, 60, 60, 7 times. Yuck. I would also maybe cross points off. So there's one of the highest, one of the lowest, one of the highest, one of the lowest. You could do that. Or you've got to think about, if I'm trying to find the middle number of something and I have 3 values. Well, the middle is going to be just of an odd number. So say 3, you're going to have 1 on each side, and then that number's in the middle. Whereas if you have, say, 4 numbers, then you're going to take one off, take one off. Now you've got 2 numbers. You have to average these to find what's in the middle. So that would be taking like 5 plus 6 divided by 2. Or think what's right between 5 and 6 would be 5.5. So if you have an even number, it's the 2 middle numbers. If you had an odd number of data, it's just that middle number. And so if we've got 28 different scores, then that means that it's an even number. So think about, there's going to be 2 in the middle. So 28 minus 2 would mean there's 26 scores on the outsides divided by 2. So it'll be 13. So really the 14th and the 15th term needs to be average. So let's count in 13 numbers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the 14th would be a 70, and then the 15th score would be a 75. Same thing if I went from this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13, and then again these 2 would be in the middle. So I have to average 70 and 75. And so you could do it on a calculator, or you should know in your head what value is right between, oh my goodness, 70 and 75. It'd be 72.5. Right? So that is the average of the scores. Okay, there's one more question, because remember we're talking about histograms as well. And it's the same concept, but it's like a bar chart. It says the graph below represents data that was collected by students on the number of social media posts they made the previous day. What was the highest number of posts made? Well, this is on the x-axis here. Number of social media posts. What was the highest number? Well, some people made 10 posts. What's the total number of posts made? This would be I'm actually going to change that because it's kind of misleading here. Instead of number of posts, let's say the total number of students. Because post, you would have to think, well, for 1 post, 4 kids made it. For 10 posts, 3 kids made it. I don't want to do that much. It'll only ask you simple questions like, how many kids were surveyed? Well, this is saying that for 0 posts, 3 kids made that. 4 kids, 2 kids, 3, 1, 2, and 3. So add those up. That would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 students. What was the most common number? What was the mode? Well, the highest bar when they made 1 post. What was the range of posts made? Well, from 10 to 0, which would be a range of 10. What was the median? So again, we have to find the middle number. And so we could go back to seeing, okay, well, there was 18 students, so 18 results here. And so we want to find the middle. So 18, since it's an even number, there'll be 2 numbers in the middle. So I'll say there's 16 numbers left. Divide by 2 is 8. So after 8 would be the 9th and the 10th terms I'll have to average. So here's 3 plus 4 is 7. There's 8, 9. So one of them will come from the 2. The next one will come from the 3. So average 2 and 3, you get 2.5 posts were the average, which makes sense because not very many people did 10, and well, everybody else is kind of in this range here. You could have also tried to count in from the middle or write out 0, 0, 0 3 times, 1, 1, 1, 1 4 times, write out all the posts, and then cross your way off until you get into the middle, but that takes longer.